Hi, my name is Ysabelle Tenorio, and this is my last lecture project. Drumline is my passion. It all started in 7th grade when I had no idea what electives to choose. When I saw percussion on the list, I was immediately drawn to it because I thought it sounded like something cool to do. Luckily, there was enough room and I got into the class. Little did I know then that it would change my life forever. When I first started, we learned basics such as 8th notes and 16th notes. Learning how to roll was very challenging and I thought I would never get it. It took me a few months, but I finally got it. By 8th grade, I was pretty good at percussion. I understood rhythms well and I could play through all my music easily. When the time came to audition for a spot in the drumline at Cypress High School, I was nervous because I knew that the standards there were way higher than the standards at Lexington. I had never played on a marching bass drum before, but that is what I tried out for. By the end of the 3 audition days, I was put on bass 4, which is the second biggest bass drum we had that year. I was the only freshman on the bass line, which surprised me because I didn't think I was that good. Now, here is a short video clip of our drumline's cadence. Sophomore year came and I was looking forward to another great season. This year, I got bass 4 again, but this time, I was section leader. It was a really fun experience, getting to teach other people how to play bass drum and watching them grow. During marching season, our band director announced that there were auditions being held on October 8th to be a part of the Tournament of Roses Honor Band 2018. I thought that it would be a cool experience to try out for a college-level group and get feedback from the instructors there. Of course, I wouldn't make it. It was just an opportunity to hear what I needed to work on to become a better percussionist. I practiced hard for over a month straight. Finally, the day of auditions came. My friend Marilla was also trying out. We met at Pasadena City College and practiced together for a little while before the audition process started. Soon enough, it was time for the percussionist to go to the amphitheater for a little introduction. The band director, Jack Taylor, introduced himself along with Tad Carpenter and other percussion instructors. He started telling us about the audition process and how competitive it was to get a spot in the drumline. He said only 5 to 8% of us would make it, which made me really nervous. There were at least 100 people in the amphitheater, and my heart sunk. We then went out into the stadium to our designated areas. There were 12 people auditioning for 5 bass spots, and most of them were college students already in the PCC marching band. I got even more nervous. Soon we started sight reading many challenging exercises, and I thought I was doing terrible. After being evaluated for about 4 hours, I felt that I didn't make it because everyone was doing so much better than me. To my surprise, I was accepted to play bass 4 in the Tournament of Roses Honor Band 2018. My friend Marilla also made it on bass 1. We were the only high school students in bass line. The other 3, Blanca, Connor, and Eduardo, were already members of the PCC drumline. It felt like a dream come true, and to this day, I still can't believe that I was a part of this once-in-a-lifetime experience. I got to play music at a college level, perform at BandFest with some of the best bands around the world, and of course, I got to march in the Rose Parade.
You like jazz?
I made new friends that I know will be lifelong friends. We had so much fun together at rehearsals, even though it was a lot of hard work. On a typical practice day, we would warm up by playing some exercises, then we would stretch and march 3 to 5 miles. This was especially tiring while carrying a drum that weighs about 40 pounds. Although it was a lot of hard work, it definitely prepared me for the 6-mile march on January 1st, 2018. It took over 2 hours to march, and the drumline never got a break from playing. On New Year's Day, I woke up at 2 o'clock a.m. to be at Pasadena City College by 3:30 a.m. I was exhausted, but I was also way too excited to pay any attention to that. That morning was bittersweet because I knew that I was about to march in one of the most well-known parades worldwide, but I also knew that this was the last time I would see my new friends for a while. It would be weird not seeing them every day. Now here's a short clip from the Rose Parade. We played a total of 8 songs, including Another Day of Sun from La La Land, With a Little Help from My Friends by the Beatles, The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson, and Disney's Fantasmic.
There she is right there. She's second from that side. Yeah. You see her right there?
Marching in the Rose Parade was unbelievable. There were so many lights and cameras and crowds of people.
I don't know.
After the parade, I couldn't feel my legs or my feet, but it was definitely worth it. I've learned so much through this experience, but the most important thing I can tell you is to never stop trying. Don't doubt yourself, because you can do anything you set your mind to. If you say you can't do something, well, you're wrong. You have the ability to achieve anything. It's just a matter of whether you're willing to put the effort in it or not. So reach for the stars, and don't stop till you get them.